Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from JSS Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So today we're going to be bringing you another new tool from our annual catalog. So here we go. So today we are going to be showing you our blending brushes. These are brand new to us, and we're so excited because we've absolutely love them. So they come in a 3-pack. Mom's gonna talk a little bit more about the bristles.
Yes, these are super fine. It looks like a cotton ball, but it's actually not. It's all individual bristles. I don't know if you could see that, but they are very fine. And so it almost feels like silk when you go up.
I would want to use
it.
this as a makeup brush.
No, I know, right? I was thinking the same thing. It feels so nice.
So that is what these are. They are not made of any kind of cotton or anything like that. They are made of actual little bristle brushes. So that's what these are.
And we did actually, I wanted to see whether they cleaned well, and we did.
I'll give you one to clean at the end.
Okay.
But we've got a scrap piece of paper here, and we've got a few different colors and things like that. So I first wanted to talk about some of our brand new ink colors. So we've got Seabrook, Mist, Pine, and Periwinkle. So we are going to show you, I like Mist. Mist is just a really pretty one, I think. So we're gonna open this up.
And the two other colors that are not here are melon and honey
Honey butter.
butter. I was gonna say
Yes.
honeysuckle.
So we have a brand new, as you see, ink pad cover here. If you would like to inquire about getting this cover for all of your ink pads and re-inkers, let us know because we can order them and get some to you. So if you would like to change all of your ink pad covers and your re-inkers, let us know.
All of them that are in current catalog.
Yes. So we've got our ink here, and I'm just going to use one of the new brushes, or do you want me to use?
You could use a new brush
All right.
because these have the Distress Oxide.
Mom is getting a new brush for all of her Distress Oxides, but I want to show you that you can use the same color, same brush for a few different colors. So I'm just going to get it on here. Oh, such a pretty color. And then you just use it gently to blend out. This is a scrap paper, so it's not like a perfectly clean paper, as you can see, with all like little scratch lines and everything like that. But do you see how nice that blends?
I was just gonna say that. Took the words out of my mouth.
And you can even go back over it and blend more. But there's no circles. I mean, yes, I made a big circle here and then I went out. So that's why you see like a little circle there. But see, I can just blend it out really easily by taking even more ink. So super easy to use these brushes and blend them out. And see, after all the color is used, there's no more color in here. I'm gonna give this to Mom to actually go wash in the sink. So we showed you our brand new ink colors. So those are all our 6 brand new colors for the year. Those are what we now have as our colors. These 5 colors are our brand new Distress Oxide colors, which we are super excited about. So just so you know, we did get rid of a bunch of Distress Oxides, but we have those. We now have shimmer sprays as well, which we'll show at some point, and a few more gloss sprays. So these are our new Distress Oxide colors. And we want to also show you how well that this works with our Distress Oxides. So I don't know if you guys remember this technique that we did a while ago. It was kind of creating like a, what was this called? The Northern Lights, right? Northern Lights, that's the technique. So we are going to be doing this, but today we're going to be doing it on a slim line to show you how nice these brushes really are. So to start off, we are going to be creating a cool background here. So I think what I'm going to do, oh wow, this was the brush that Mom just used. It's wet.
And just keep in mind that it is our ink, which is water-based, so the minute the water touched it, it washed right out.
So just showing you that if you want to, you can just wash your brushes right off, and then now you have a brand new brush again.
Right. Just put it aside to dry.
This one.
So that when you put it, especially if you're going to do it with Distress Oxides, because they react with water.
Yes. So I'm just flipping that so I don't have that other color in here. I will also show you once I use this Distress Oxide, Mom will go wash it. This one was one that was used and not cleaned because I could feel the Distress Oxide ink on it. But she'll take this and she'll clean this and you'll see how this cleans with the Distress Oxide. So I'm just gonna take this brush and kind of follow the same pattern that we did with the Northern Lights technique. This one was just swiping of the either dauber or our round sponge, which are still perfect to use, but we want to just show you this a little bit more. And it gives you the same effect, so you don't have to blend them. That's the nice thing. You can just use it as like a sweeping effect. That's just so cool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It also feels cool. So should probably put some washi tape down, but Mom's gonna go clean this. So this was our speckled egg. Now I'm gonna take actually before you take that away, did you already wet it?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna then, this one is our Kish Flamingo. I think I'm saying that right. Kitsch, how do you say this? Kitsch?
That's what I would say.
Okay. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna blend this over the speckled egg, which actually is blending really nicely. But what I was gonna say is you'll see when I'm doing the other colors, how you can kind of use the two brushes and blend it a little bit more. So if you keep going back and forth, but I'm just taking this really lightly and just kind of overlaying it. And because these are our Distress Oxides, remember they do blend so nice. So that's our Kish Flamingo. Wow, that cleaned a lot.
It cleaned a lot, but it does leave some residue. Like I said, the water-based inks washed right out.
Yeah, no, that cleaned it really well. Okay, next we're taking our spiced marmalade. And I'm probably still gonna grab in that flamingo color. I'm not even gonna say the first word.
Flamingo.
Yeah, that one. So see how I accidentally hit the brush there? What's cool about these is you really can kind of blend that out and it will disappear, which is a fun thing. Unlike sometimes with a dauber, you get like that circle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
But with this, see how that blended right out? There's no more thing there anymore. And I actually might react this with water after, because if it's, you know, the Northern Lights, it'll look really cool. So I'm gonna do this, but then here where they overlap, I'm gonna grab in a little bit more flamingo. Oops. Like I said, I need washi tape.
Oh, do you want washi tape?
Or no, our score tape. Our new score tape would work perfectly.
Oh,
Okay.
score tape.
It's a masking tape. But see how those two are really, really nice? So I'm gonna actually leave out my spiced marmalade, put away my flamingo, and grab in our abandoned coral. So this is our masking tape like we were talking about. This is the bundle. So you get two small ones and then a big one. I'm actually not gonna open this one just because I'm almost done. And we'll show you the masking tape at a different point, but Mom's gonna get me a paper towel.
Okay,
so
yes, I just want to say, with the masking tape, the larger masking tape is 4 inches and then the smaller ones are 1 inch.
Yes. So you definitely get a lot of bang for your buck in the masking tape. I can tell you right now, a lot of our customers were telling us that the masking tape is like their favorite thing. So I think it's actually a really good thing that close to my heart brought out. So I'm just gonna use a paper towel here. Usually when you're using Distress Oxides, you can use this just so you don't get ink on your fingers, and you can hold this without hurting it. So you can see how well those two blended together there. And I'm just gonna take the abandoned coral now and just come down to the edge over here. I actually kind of made an ombre effect with its own ink too, because see how here there's like a little bit of a line and then it looks lighter? It's because I went over it so much the one time, so I got it really saturated and then less. But doesn't that look really cool?
Yes.
It's gonna look fun.
I love it.
Okay, so how we create this effect is normally I take our white daisy, but I just have a scrap piece of paper here, so I'm just gonna use it. And we need it to be pretty long. So you just kind of take a scrap piece of paper and create like a mountain type thing. And we're just gonna overlay it like this. Whoops, downward. So the mountains are gonna be here facing me. Maybe I actually will open this. I think I'm gonna use the 1-inch one. So it's just like washi tape, basically. But it's like more paper-like, I would say, right? It's really nice. Super easy to use. It's like, yeah, it's like paper-like. It's cool. Okay, so we're just gonna put a little bit of score tape there. And then I'm gonna brush downward.
Masking tape. You keep saying score tape.
Sorry, masking tape. Grr. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, you want me to use 2 different ones, right?
Those colors are so similar.
They are.
I think you could use
Okay.
the same.
So this is another nice thing about the brushes. I didn't know if mom wanted me to be like super anal and use a different color or use a different brush for each color, but these colors are so similar. And by the time the mowed lawn color kind of actually like comes off of my brush, you're gonna see that I'm able to use the rustic wilderness without even changing the color. So we're putting our mowed lawn, I'm just kind of brushing downward with this, holding the ripped paper that I have here, just so it doesn't move on us. The masking tape, yeah, I was right that time. The masking tape is helping with that not moving too. I actually have the masking tape so I can just slide this out afterwards.
I was gonna say if you wanted to put a piece on the top, you could if you wanted to hold
Yeah.
the paper down.
But I also like holding it closer to these points too.
Mm-hmm.
It's helpful for me, for this at least. So see how I basically tried to cover all of the color that we just made. I know I'm redoing a technique that we did in the past, but this is for the brushes, just to show you how nice these brushes really are. And then I can kind of take it here. Remember how when we did this, we kind of like got the rest of the color out, and see how the color is like disappearing and fading. So as long as you've got some extra, and see, look, there's like no color on this brush anymore. Like no color. This is a darker color anyway, so it's really not gonna make a difference. So when we just do this, you can use the same brush for multiple colors, and you can also wash it out, remember, and then have this as like your green brush, you know? So we've got that. And now I'm just gonna, just a little bit. I'm not brushing the whole thing. We're just getting the edge. Whoops, I moved this a little bit. So back up. Just a slight bit right on the top to make a little bit of a different color with our mountains here. Just a slight bit on top. It'll give us that really cool different color look. You ready to see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is so cool. What do you think, Brendan? He's shaking his head in agreement. You can say something if you would like to. Okay. Cool. That's what we get. Cool. All right. So now what we're going to do is, to finish this look, we're going to take in our Villainous Purple. Another one of our new ones. And we want to give it that look of that like tunnel vision look,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I'm just gonna kind of come here on the edges and just swipe inward. And I should be using my paper towel. I had a paper towel for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of take this and brush inward. And what I really, really like about the brushes too is, unlike the sponge where you kind of have to work it out, like the bristles of the brush, you can kind of see a little bit of a swipe, which I think just makes it look so cool. Don't you agree?
Yes. I just love this technique.
I do too. And honestly, these brushes make it so much easier than a sponge. Like, I love our sponges, and our sponges are so useful for daubing the, I would probably not use this brush to, you know, to do like the edges of a photo mat or something like that. Our sponges I would definitely, or daubers, but I would keep using that. But for something like this definitely saves your hands. If you look at the old video of me doing the Northern Lights, my hands are a mess. Like, I was inky for days.
I remember that.
Literally, I was just covered in ink. So I think this is really cool because it kind of gives you that look. I came in a little bit much on the speckled egg, but look how cool that looks. And I am gonna go up into the mountains a little bit more. This is a slimline card, so it's, you know, you gotta kind of work with what you got, but I'm just doing a little bit of purple on the bottom just to kind of complete the card.
But I love the way it looks on a slimline because you get more area
Color, yeah.
and color.
But I just wanted to put a little bit. I mean, you could even probably do a little bit around the whole thing, but I wanted to show you the technique a little bit more. That's really cool. I like it. Mom's favorite color is purple. Yes. Oh, I wanted to do the spray before I did this so you could see like the, oh well, we're gonna spray it now. All right, and so I wanted to do this prior to doing the villainous purple, but oh well. I didn't really want to get it into the mountains, but too bad. I got some speckly mountains. That looks really cool.
Yes.
And remember, actually this goes, ooh, never mind, I have an idea for Throw It Together Thursday. So we're gonna make you wait for that one. But that looks really cool. That actually made it look like a Milky Way.
Uh-huh.
Didn't it?
That looks awesome.
So then this is actually slightly smaller than our slimline card. So when you put it on a slimline card.
I mean, you could even ink the edges of the slimline card.
Oh
if
yeah, you
wanted
could.
to.
But I think that looks so cool.
That just looks so awesome.
No, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you stick around for Throw It Together Thursday on Thursday because we will be throwing this together with all of our other techniques. So we went to make another card after we shut off the video and because we liked it so much. So we were gonna make another one. And the speckled egg brush that Mom cleaned is literally already dry. Super shocking. Like within the time I made that other video, this is already dry from her cleaning it halfway through the video. So one thing that we did forget to talk about is how we store our brushes. So this is my storage container here. I just have one of our acrylics organizers. And I do have one of the drawers still in, or the slide dividers, but I have one of those still in. And I only have 3 brushes. Mom has a lot more, so I should have shown you hers, but we forgot. But I actually cut these out of the Cricut. So I just kind of went on, designed a file, used our Cricut pens, wrote out the color type, and then I just took some of our adhesive tape here, cut it, adhered it here, rolled them up, and made little holders just for our brush. So that way they are out in the air and they've got a little holder so I know exactly which color to grab into, and that way I can use them. So this one is orange. I just washed the pigment off of it. So, but yeah, so super easy, convenient to hold. It can hold a lot of them, and then you can even keep your distress oxides or things in the back here, other embellishments. You can keep stamps in here with them as well. So, yep, or even cards. That's actually a good idea too. You can even put your cards in here. The slim lines are a little too tall, but regular cards definitely fit. So that's how we store them. And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. They're trying to freeze me out in this household, so I'm wrapped in a blanket.
We had to shut the AC off.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. So we do have another virtual weekend coming up in September. It is the very end of September, so it's September 30th through October 2nd. So we hope to see you there. If you can't join us live, remember we do have our videos that stay up, so you can join us, even if you can't be there physically during that weekend. But we also have our in-person weekend in October, which is I think October 15th to the 17th, right? It's either that or the 16th to the 18th. It's below. Yes. So just check that out. We would love to have you join us.
14th to 16th.
Okay. So we would love to have you join us. Spots are filling, so we have a few left. But that's Technique Tuesday. We'll see you later. Bye. Bye.
Warm my feet.
She's stealing my babushka. I can't bring my arm up higher. I'm in the cocoon.
Too far. far away. Far away.
My head gets cut off.
You go back, I go front.
That's fine.
Hello. Down we go. Where it stops, nobody knows.
And that's Technic Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Are we crooked?
Oh, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. That was not funny.
I know. It's very unusual weekend in